Hey everyone, and welcome to All Things Fantasy, where we talk about books, games, and films about all things, well, fantasy. As you can see, I'm coming a little bit out of the box because a bunch of stuff has happened, but that's okay. So I'd like to say hello. How are you all?
I'm doing well.
Good.
That's great. Welcome to the new game, the Rise of the Runelords game. This is a brand new adventure, a brand new game, brand new party. We're joined by a bunch of amazing people, and we are going to do a character introduction in just 1 second. But before we do so, my lovely chat, how are you going? I hope you're having a fantastic time. We are a little bit early, but that's okay. We are a little bit late, but that's okay. Sometimes you gotta time it just right to get perfection. So, I'd like my audience participating in things. Do you like your audience participating in things?
Yay!
Yeah. So, why don't you pick a number from 1 to 51 for me? Jasmine, our amazing mod, will draw out a plot twist card. I will try to lock it into my memory, and we shall play it sometime during tonight's game. There's also a bunch of different rewards in the channel point section, so don't skip out on those. Now, we're going to do a round table. We're going to do a person introduction, so you're going to introduce who you are, what you do, as well as your characters as I get the screens back together. So we're going to start off in the typical order of how we typically start off with the incredible realm of Russ. How are you going?
Hi. Yes, I'm Realm of Russ, or just Russ for short. That's easiest. I'm going really well, and I'm excited to be here. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I hope so as well.
Yeah, I make maps when I'm not doing this or playing TTRPGs, and the character I'm playing today is Hilda Blessed Forge. She is a dwarven cleric of Imode, and she's basically here in Sandpoint to visit the new cathedral and maybe make some new friends too. She's traveled here from Winsong Abbey, and yeah, she's just sort of finding her way in the world, I guess, as a level 1 character does.
Yeah, exactly. That's a great introduction. So, what class are you, and what race are you as well?
I'm playing a dwarven cleric.
Wonderful. Alright, next along the list, we have a familiar voice on this channel, Sandpiper. How are you going, Sandpiper?
Very good, thank you.
That's great to hear. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your character, Flame?
Well, Flame is a elven gunslinger. She's a bit of a pirate when it comes to things. She does have her morals that she would accept people's surrender in that, as long as their word is good for it, within reason.
Of course.
Uh,
And what brought you to Sandpoint?
Her reasons for being in Sandpoint that she's in the market for a new canoe after her old one was misplaced. Reasons pending.
Yeah.
Uh, she's planning to attempt the Hagfish Challenge.
Ah, yes, of course. Moving right along to the next player in our delightful game, Tastriel playing Alfonso. How are you going, Tass?
Hi, I'm doing fine, thank you. Hi guys, I'm Tas Farrell. I'm the German sidekick, and I came along this Matt and his bunch of players a long time ago, actually, and I fell in love with them, and I'm here to stay. I'm going
And
to play Alfonso, Kitsuna Bard, who is here on personal invite on a person named Tendra Deveron. She's the mayor of this town of Sandpoint, and Alfonso claims to be he was personally selected because he's the greatest, but actually he was the cheapest she could get.
wonderful, wonderful. And last but not least, we have Gajavi joining us. How are you going, Gajavi?
I'm doing well.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and your character.
Yes, I'm
kind of a regular at Matt's tables. Both stream ones and the ones that not streamed in person, but completely irrelevant that part. Anyway, well, today in this campaign I'll actually be playing the resident freak of a human.
Tass, he stole your
Horror.
stick.
How dare you?
Yes, you played the freak last time. This sounds my turn.
Yeah.
Of playing the human.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
It's okay. We like you anyway.
Yeah, who wants to play humans?
Yeah, I know, right?
Mm.
All right. Let's start our game, shall we? At one point or another, you all find yourselves in the small is kind of an understatement, in the town of Sandpoint on the Varusian hinterland, and the Varusian country upon the Sandpoint hinterlands. A place of adventure, of forgotten knowledge. Ruins litter the countryside, just like dandelions litter a field. It is a place of history, of power. And each one of you has a reason to be in Sandpoint. Now, you might have come a couple of days ago, or a week or so, or you might have been here for a while. But at the moment, our attention goes to the morning of a rather auspicious time. The Swallowtail Festival. A rather large festival taking place throughout the majority of the day, starting in the morning and finishing with a massive bonfire in the evening. Each one of you has learned that this is a festival celebrating the rebuilding of the cathedral, which burnt down several years ago, but has only just recently finished. Hilda and Nalna, you two are in the cathedral itself. Nalna has some business to attend to, leaving you, Hilda, with an individual, the head priest, Xantus. He is currently pacing back and forwards along the pews, looking over a piece of paper and muttering to himself as he does so.
Hilda sort of stares towards him. And is this like a common... Would she have seen him do this before, or is this new?
No, this is new. He seems a little nervous as he looks down at this piece of paper, and he seems to be muttering something as he does so.
Hilda's going to walk towards him and just be like, "Is something troubling you?"
It's Hilda, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I got a big speech that I have to say in front of almost the entirety of Sandpoint, along with every other recent arrival that has graced us today. Have you made the preparations? Are the crates in place? Are the cages in place? Are they fine?
As far as I'm aware, they are. I could probably go and check again if
No,
you would like me to.
it's fine. It's fine. I won't ask you a fourth time. I'm sure it's perfect.
Yes, well, and I'm sure your speech will be perfect.
Yeah, so do I. He continues down the pews as he's reading, as he reads his piece of paper.
Have I seen any of his, hymns or, his speeches and stuff before? Is he actually a good, speech?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Xantus is, in fact, the head priest of this newly built cathedral. He delivers amazing speeches. However, he usually delivers speeches to those who are faithful, those who are already in the cathedral. It's very different delivering a speech inside a place that you're comfortable with people that you're comfortable with, rather than...
Yeah, that's fair.
A different place entirely surrounded by hundreds of people that you don't know.
Yeah, no, that was cool. I was just curious as to whether or not she'd, inadvertently given somebody who just writes the worst speeches. Like, yeah. No, that was cool. What Hilda would know about the crates if she's been asked like 4 times.
You know, the crates are filled with a symbol for your deity, so you know exactly what they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and check them just in case.
All right. You go check them. Everything seems fine. It is still early in the morning, so it is that time just after sunrise. And it's a little bit windy today. It is
nice.
the autumn equinox, so...
Yeah.
But no,
Okay.
the cages are in place. Whatever is in those cages is well supplied. But yeah, they look fine.
Okay. Okay. Would Hilda know if there was anything else on her agenda for the morning?
Not that you can think of. Looking around, you see a couple of the stalls starting to get set up for the day. That's when we go to you, Alfonso. You are in the middle of this... let me get the map up, sorry, my apologies. You are in the middle of this area here. You can place your character where you wish, but this is the general scene of it. So there's a bunch of different... you're just getting set up. It is just after dawn. You see a couple of the stalls setting up, and Hilda, you see what appears to be a kitsune just wandering about, I guess. Unless, Alfonso, you have a different idea?
No, it's fine. I try to put my... okay, it's open here. Okay, you see this kitsune walking in fine garments, and what's particular about him, he's apparently he's wearing a white wig under his head, and maybe you heard tales of kitsune who have some walking in secret among the people, barely showing themselves to outsiders. But this kitsune seems to be comfortable, showing himself in his true nature. He has brown, shaggy fur, and he's talking to some people and mumbling to himself as if he's going to prepare a speech or a story for himself. Just wandering around and pacing, greeting people. Nodding here, nodding there.
I believe Hilda would sort of like notice him.
Oh, you absolutely noticed him.
wander in his direction. I guess if I can move without like sitting.
Oh no, absolutely. This is just a placeholder. You don't have to move your characters around. It's just more of a.
Okay.
That's the scene. That's what you see.
And just sort of wander towards him, and I guess not necessarily like... I think this would probably be the first kitsune that she's seen, so she would be very curious, but just sort of like more in an observant rather than necessarily a chatty kind of way.
Is Hilda wearing the garment of the temple?
I would imagine she would be like dressed in like more of like a bright yellow shirt with a chainmail on. I don't think she would be like completely, which could potentially, I guess, be the thing of her particular order as well.
So Alfonso will look around and see you come out of the temple and strolling straight towards you. Oh, hello, miss. Are you with the temple?
Hello. Yes, I am. What brings you to
great.
Sandpoint?
Nice to meet you. And he's doing a exaggerated bow. My name is Alfonso. I'm here for the festivities. I would like to get some information about your nice temple. I'm here to tell the people stories about it, and I would like to be as accurate as possible.
Oh, yes, I'm more with a delegation who's been sent to see the temple rather than necessarily of this particular one. I belong
Oh,
normally to Windsor Abbey, but I'm Hilda Blessed Forge. It's lovely to meet you.
Yeah, and he's grabbing your hand, blowing your hand kiss.
Hilda
Um,
look.
I'm very sorry. I don't want to. Didn't want to bother you. Can you show me some people who are actually in charge of this place?
Of course, I can at least show you a little bit around inside, I guess, while we're here, and perhaps we'll run into somebody who can help you a little bit more and give you some more information.
Perfect. If these people are as half as nice as you, I'm golden.
Well,
Right.
And he's happily strolling along with Hilda.
All right. In a seedier part of town, we come across Flame. What exactly are you doing?
Well, she probably recently got out of a discussion with the Skanzi that she'd probably rather
You mean the
forget.
dockhand? Yes, the dockhand.
The harbour master.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she'd rather forget it because she currently doesn't own a vessel.
Nah, I can't get you anything. Everything's locked down for the festival.
Yeah, understandable. Well,
But if you want, I might be able to hook you up with a few jobs. Someone of your particular experience, maybe?
it'd be good to hear what these jobs are, but perhaps at a later time. Wouldn't you agree? Like, wouldn't you? Would you prefer to be at the festival?
To be honest,
Enjoy
yeah,
it.
I would. But there's still a couple of hours before we need to get out.
Yeah. So, may as well give me the a basic idea of what some of these jobs are meant to be.
You know, the usual. Go knock on a door, ask them politely to hand over their insurance money, and bring it back.
I'm going to stop you. You know the last time we've had this discussion, what I told you?
Listen, by the looks of it, you're starting to get a bit desperate.
I know I may look desperate, but I do not do shakedowns for a reason.
Well, there is a reason. Because I'm paying you to do it. Is that not enough reason?
Yeah.
You can only sit on my couch for so long, mate.
I know. Just as soon as I get another boat.
Alright, how about this? I give you this shiny, nice little copper, and you go buy something pretty. He hands you like a small bag of copper.
Yep.
At least get something to eat. You look... Get something to eat at least.
How can you tell as Flame's belly just grumbles a bit? Fair point.
And I hear that they're doing a free lunch over at the festival as well. Don't skip out on it.
Yeah. Well, thanks.
Meanwhile, we have Melcher. Melcher, what are you up to?
Well, with the festival happening, I'd imagine there would be plenty of kids around having fun.
Not yet. This is still in the morning. This is whilst everything's starting to get set up.
Okay. I still think Melcher would still have that parent mindset of like make sure that the games for the kids are getting set up right and make sure it's safe enough for them, and so on.
Oh, so Melshi, you just kind of you see like a small group of what appeared to be like let's go young people. There's a small group of young people, like around the 16 to 18-year-old period, and they seem to be setting up like a bunch of those wooden cones and whatnot around. You're like, no. This is how we set it up. Do you just kind of take over?
Well, first of all, probably work out what they're setting up.
They seem to be setting up a range of different things. You see that there's a couple of they're setting up what appears to be a track and some sacks for like a bag hopping running tournament. They seem to also be getting like a bunch of different pots and filling them with water and putting a couple of apples into it. They also appear to have what else? Another group nearby seems to be getting out an assortment of weight sort of stuff, but that appears to be more of the adult sort of games rather than child games.
Yeah, so Marshall would try to approach him and assist with the setting up.
Yeah, wonderful. The morning keeps rolling, and the courtyard gets busier and busier. Before you know it, it appears to be hundreds of people within this space. Some of them citizens of Sandpoint, and some of them travelers like yourselves who have turned up for the actual event itself. There is food starting to be released by many of the small little food wagons and a bunch of small specialty goods being sold as well. Kind of like a farmer's market and a crafter's market with a bunch of wagons selling food, and appears to be setting up of several larger areas which will become dining areas for some of the inns within town. You see various members of note around the area. You see Xantus kind of standing around the middle podium here, kind of rubbing his hands together and just kind of acting. He looks really nervous. There's a bead of sweat running down his face. He looks a bit nervous. Talking to him is an individual who you could probably recognize, Alfonso, as Mayor Kendra Devon. She's talking to Xantus, trying to calm him down, trying to relax him slightly. You see Sheriff Bello Hemlock walking around Flame. You do your best to avoid him as much as possible. But ultimately, the scene is yours. You can do pretty much whatever you like at this point of time.
Wayne's priority is probably what looks like the tastiest breakfast option.
Looking around, there's a couple of really great places. There appears to be a rather large table that has been put up, and there seems to be a Tian Zhao woman running it. The smell coming from the pot she's making smelled delicious, mouth-wateringly so.
Flame's going to approach and ask her.
Continue.
So that smells rather nice.
Oh, thank you. Well, I'm making it for the festival, of course. There's going to be a tastiest dish off, and I reckon she gets close. I reckon my curry salmon will really run it again this time.
Yep. Curried salmon. How much is it for a bowl?
Well, it's not ready yet. This will be more of a lunchtime thing. But I do have. She gestures over towards the other side where you see breads and cheeses and fruits, all piled up, ready to hand off. Well, basically, most of the food is kind of like a dollar donation. So you give us a silver piece, and you get food for the rest of the day from my store specifically.
Well, Flame's going to just pull out the bag of assorted copper pieces
Yep.
and then roughly
You
count
have
out how much.
You have 7 copper pieces in the bag. You'll need to get 3 more.
You know what? She's going to pocket the copper and drop a silver piece on the table.
Oh, wonderful.
And here,
Well,
as she flicks the silver piece to it.
of course. She hands you a bread bowl, which is a bowl made of bread.
Yeah. Thanks. And I will definitely be back at lunch.
Of course. You see Father Santa's starting to nod his head. He takes a step towards the stairway leading up, and then he immediately takes a step off and then goes back around to the side. Mayor Kendra is talking to him again.
Yeah, Alfonso will step up to the mayor.
No, it's fine. You
Greetings,
got this.
ma'am.
You got this, Father. You're the bard. Yes.
Yeah, Alfonso, my name. Nice to meet you. I came to notice there will be a speech of some kind. Do you need any assistance? I'm a professional.
You're a professional. Wonderful. Well, you see, Father Xanthus, bless him, he's having a bit of a state of, what do you performers call it? Stage fright? No, I don't have stage fright. There's just a lot of people.
You'll be fine, Father.
She's right. There's a trick you can apply. Just focus one of the audience, and maybe you can try to picture all the audience naked. It will take away.
Picture the audience naked. His face turns a bright red.
Oh,
No, I couldn't possibly. No. Kendra
And
kind of
if you
just
wish.
shakes her head.
If you wish, I could use some little bit of my magic to enhance your speech, if you like.
Enhance how?
Let me show you. And I'm casting a spell on myself. It's called. Wait a second. A musical accompaniment. And so Alfonso tries to do a little rhyme, a little story, and ethereal music is playing in the off, underlining his story, changing a little bit as he changed his gesture and his behavior.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I might like this. Oh, I'm feeling a little bit better.
I got you back. I
Yeah,
will just
yeah.
hide here behind the podium. Nobody will see me. It's all you.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I think I got this.
You'll be fine, Father.
Melcher. Meanwhile, a small group of children have started playing the games. Not a lot of children, like maybe 2 or 3 children. It is still quite early. It's something like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
They kind of line up and they're kind of like jittery, very excited to play, but they're kind of waiting.
Waiting for the festivities to start properly, or waiting for more kids?
You're not sure.
Okay. Not sure we'll walk up to them.
Listen, why don't you go? No, you go. It can't. Is it open? I don't know. Go ask. No, you ask.
Is everything alright here?
Oh, a little boy looks up to you. Yes.
Melcher crouches down for them.
Yes. We were wondering, is the games open yet?
Melcher will look over at the setup. Like, does it look like it's been
Absolutely, yeah.
finished setup?
Yeah, it
Okay.
does.
And are the people that initially set it up nearby, or are they?
Yes. You believe that they would run the course. They would run the games till lunch, and then another group will come over and run it from lunch till evening, and then pack it up during the bonfire.
Perfect. Well, these fine people are running this place. We could go ask them and see if they're happy to assist you with running with playing this.
Oh,
shall we go?
yeah. He looks over at his other two companions, and they all nod their heads enthusiastically. You will make your way to the group of youths.
Perfect. And with the kiss and toe, she'll wave down the youths.
Yep, the youths go. They nod their heads and start taking the kids through the games, making sure that they are well supervised. At this point in time, Mayor Kendra, Father Xantus, and Mayor Hemlock make their way up the top of the stairs to the podium. It kind of, with the festivities taking place, it kind of just, it takes a while for people to notice. But eventually when they do, Kendra speaks up. Hello, and welcome everyone to the Swallowtail Festival. I'm glad to see that some games have already started, some people are already getting food and drink, people are starting to buy and sell stuff. This is excellent, this is wonderful. We have quite a lot happening today. First of all, after the welcome, well, this is me welcoming you now, but after the welcome, we have Lars speaking up. We also have Sheriff Hemlock going to speak. Unfortunately, Lonjiku Kaijitsu unfortunately cannot make it. He has had a bout of sudden illness and won't be present for the for his speech. But that's okay. We are lucky to have Father Xantus, the father of the cathedral, ready to speak for him. Isn't that right, Father? Yes.
Alfonso will give thumbs up from behind.
Yes, wonderful. So, and also we're going to have a special performance from Serdak Drokas, our local artist, as he likes to be known as, who will be performing a monologue for us later on today. Now, we have a bunch of stuff happening. As I said, we have a bunch of games being set up by the community group Games and Things over there, as you can see. A couple of the youths wave their hands as they're mentioned. Later today, during lunchtime, we are having the local tavern dish off. It is a strong competition. Do you think the Rusty Dragon and Amiko Kaijitsu will be able to bring in 4th time in a row? We'll find out, shall we? But you know what? White deer smells really good. I smelt it all the way over here, and I really think the white deer have a strong competition this year. It's going to be really interesting. Now at noon, Father Xantus will begin the what did you call it, Father? Sorry, I couldn't quite hear. The sanctification ritual. Yes, the sanctification ritual. That'll be taking place at noon, directly before lunch. Yes. Now, for all those who are present, lunch is of course free. You are welcome to go around and pick whatever you like. Now, what else is happening? What else is happening? She seems to be ticking things off her list. Yes, of course. Later tonight as well, we'll have the bonfire, where the second, you called it the consecration ritual. How's that any different from the sanctification ritual? It's a different ritual. All right, cool. That's fine. So the consecration ritual will take place shortly before the bonfire, which is going to be a lot of fun, a lot exciting, and then. Finally, the cathedral, Sandpoint's Cathedral, will be opened and ready to use. With that out of the way, I'd like to introduce to you Lars, our local tannery. There's a rather loud applause echoing throughout the courtyard as Mayor Devon steps down, and a rather large, rotund gentleman makes his way forward. Right. Now, welcome to town. Welcome to town. I speak on behalf of the Sandpoint Merchants Guild. There is the market stalls taking place, as you can see. Crafters, makers, whatnot. Please make sure you go see them. They have a lot of great things. Go. Thank you. He steps down and a rather... much less impressive applause takes place. I think you Alfonso, is perhaps the loudest of the applause behind the table.
But I'm still trying to keep under the radar because nobody should notice me because I want to back up the priest.
Yep. At this point in time, Sheriff Hemlock stands up. Well, first of all, I'm glad to see that Lars could drag himself away from his tannery to speak at this event. The rest of you can hear like some slight chuckles coming in from the audience at that jab of a joke. Before we continue on, however, I'd like to remind people that this is a rather large event. The bonfire will be quite large. Please be careful. Make sure you have your belongings on you as you're going to and fro. If you need a drink, make sure you take it. Keep rest. Look after yourself. That's all. A medium-sized applause takes place afterwards. The three then look to Xantalus, Father Xantus. Oh, well, I guess it's my turn then, isn't it?
And this is when I cast my spell on him. So his speech is accompanied by some clarinets, some drums. I will try to keep a spiritual note on this.
Ah, wonderful, of course. Well, as Mayor Kendra said, there will be two rituals taking place today. The first one will be just before lunch, where we have a sanctification ritual. What that means is that we will sanctify the ground, make sure it is a place of worship and full of holy energy. The second is the consecration, where we consecrate the burial place of the cathedral. These two rituals usually take place throughout the entire day, but we'll bring you in for the more exciting things. I think that was everything. Sanctification, consecration. Yes, that's everything. Thank you all for coming to this festival. I can go now, right? He whispers to Kendra. Kendra nods, and he goes, "Oh, thank God," and he leaves.
Great stuff!
Yep, the crowd at your with your encouragement, Alfonso, go into a rousing, roaring applause. And with that, the official start of this festival takes place.
I will go up to the priest. Wow. Like I said, you're natural.
You really thought so? I thought I looked a bit...
Yeah. Are you sure that was the first one? It was fabulous.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good. Well, the sanctification, the consecration, it'll be much more ritualized. It'll be easier to do. Thank you.
Yeah. About that, can you tell me about everything about it? I like to weave it into my stories.
Oh, yes, of course. And then he goes on to a long tirade on the minutiae of the ritual.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, what's everyone else planning?
Hilda was kind of just watching a little bit of the speech, but she was also paying attention to what Alfonso was doing as well, and just sort of also wanders up as he's been talking. She probably arrives just as the tail end of his lecture on.
Oh no, it's still going.
Versus...
It goes for a good hour and a bit.
Well, anyway, she wanders up towards while all of that is happening, and it's just kind of waits for him to draw a breath, and then the minute there's the tiniest pause in the conversation, goes, "Oh, Father, that was so well done. See, you were worried about nothing. You did a great job."
Oh, thank you, child. I appreciate it. Thank you.
And then to Alfonso, I see you found the head priest. Is he explaining what you wish to know?
Yeah, thank you very much. It's very delightful. And sorry, I didn't notice you was still around. I hope I didn't talk over you. It's happened a lot of to me.
Oh no, it's fine.
Apologies.
It's all good. It's fine. You have not. I really wished to show you in the direction that you needed to go, and you have clearly found it.
Thank you very much. It's very appreciated.
Perhaps it's time to visit some of the stalls.
Flame and Melcha.
Flame's probably probably getting the occasional glance at the stores, but probably more focused on some of the festive games and that.
Yep. As you make your way to the games, you see a woman that seems to be almost hovering over the not hovering, more like watching from a distance with a keen eye.
Flame's gonna just sort of casually walk, not directly towards it, but sort of in an arc. Maybe make a pass to the donation box to drop a silver piece in.
Melcha? A woman with vibrant red hair makes her way up to the area that you're in.
Hello. Probably wouldn't be too hard to notice that none of these kids around belong to her, right?
Oh, very noticeably.
Seeing Flame make the donation, Rosh is just going to ask, do you have any of your own? Motioning towards the kids.
Thanks. I just feel sometimes that you need to give back to the community.
Yes, fair enough.
As you're watching, a group of guys, well, when I say guys, I mean like youths, like 16 to 18, kind of, and there's like a group of like 10 of them. They all seem to go up to more of the strength sort of games, and they start participating on those, seeing how high they can toss a rock, throwing logs and doing tug of war and all that sort of thing.
Apologies, I'm doing massive mental blankers. Didn't have enough coffee today.
That's all right. If that's the case, we're going to speed time up a little bit. Several things take place. Nothing too important. Sidrak Drocus does a amazing monologue. Well, when I say amazing, I mean amazing for the town. From his hit show, The Harpy's Curse, which is currently playing the evening after at the Sandpoint Theatre, where he'll be joined with the famous Magnamarian diva, Alishanda. Now, if there's nothing else that you wish to do, noon hits. Noon takes place. Yes? Yes, wonderful. Once again, Xantus makes his way up onto the stage. He turns his back to the audience and opens his hands to the cathedral. Various glowing purple circles erupt from his hands, surrounding the front of the cathedral. Once, a deity known as Desna fell to the earth. She was lost and confused, if not for a blind child that came upon her. Nursed her back to health, nursed the deity back to health, and gave the deity, mighty Desna, her strength back. As a reward, Desna transformed the child into an immortal butterfly. He grabs hold of a cover that covers a bunch of crates, and he flings the cover away, revealing several cages filled with vibrant, beautiful butterflies rattling around, creating almost a moving block. As you can see, you can't really see the cage more than you see these big, beautiful purple butterflies, which you can recognize as swallowtail butterflies. Let this mark an end to the late unpleasantness that this town has suffered, and a new chapter, a new story of this vibrant and beautiful town. Let us forget the dark and turn to the light, and let Desna guide our dreams. He pulls a rope, instantaneously unlocking all the crates as a stream of purple erupts from the crates, flying through the air. With that, the dish-off is called, and everyone is invited to grab a dish and to vote on who is the best dish. Do you wish to do anything, or do you wish to grab a bowl, or say anything, or...
I'm trying to keep up with her promise to return and get some of that curried salmon.
Yep.
I think Moshe would have a sampling of each of the dishes on offer to make a fair vote.
Yep.
I guess Alfonso will do the same.
Wonderful. Hilda?
Hilda as well.
Wonderful. Now, each of you can choose whichever you believe is the best. Those are the white deer. There are 3 main dishes to choose from. The white deer has cooked up peppercorn venison with roast vegetables, potatoes, sweet potatoes, and pumpkin. All of it grown in the garden of the owner's garden itself. It is well seasoned and it's quite delightful. Over at the Hagfish, it is a rather salty lobster chowder with a serving of thick cut chips, salted and deep fried, or cooked in oil. And last is from the Rusty Dragon, a curry spice salmon with winter drop mead. All of this is quite delightful.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I'm in a tricky situation. Every of your food is very delightful. I'm not daring to decide which one is better. I couldn't stand insulting each one of you, taking one over the others. Can I call it a draw?
You can elect not to vote.
I thank you all very much for this wonderful food.
Does anyone else?
Really, you guys who make this festival for the people what it is.
They all seem to perk up and nod themselves, and they feel very proud of themselves.
And then I'll step back and trying to eat.
Yep, all 3 at once, right?
All I can get before I'm going to have to perform myself. And this is tasty. And
yep. You are set to perform between in the noon period, so you had better eat quickly.
Yes.
Anyone else?
Also,
yeah. Anyone else making?
With my mouth full, I'm looking towards Hilda. Have you tried this? It's tasty.
Yes. I thought the venison was very nice.
Are you going to put a vote in for the venison, Hilda?
I think so, yes.
Wonderful. Flame and Melcher. Which one piqued your fancy? Which one tasted the best?
Mine's probably going to have a bias towards the salmon.
Of course.
Yeah.
Melcher?
I believe Melcher would find the venison the most enjoyable. Probably was probably reminds me most of home and the kind of meals she had there.
Wonderful. At the end of the dish-off, all your votes are counted and tallied up, and Mayor Kendra stands up at the top. All right. It's time for the votes to be cast. And it looks like the winner is the White Dag with their peppercorn venison. A loud cheer erupts. Unfortunately, those of the Rusty Dragon, it just didn't quite get it close enough. But there's always going to be next festival. Don't you fret. I still highly recommend having a meal at both the Rusty Dragon and the White Deer. And also, if you wish, and if you're brave enough, make sure you head on over to the Hagfish, where you're challenged with the Hagfish challenge. Not something I could do, but maybe one of you brave through would have your name on the wall. And now, I'd like to introduce to you our entertainment for the next couple of hours. A Mr. scratch that. They'll come up when they're ready. As she looks over at you, Alfonso, and you still have like 3 balls in front of you.
Wait a second, please. Give me 1 minute.
She patiently waits for you and then's like, alright, now Sandpoint is proud to introduce Alfonso the Kitsune! And everyone kind of does like polite applause, you know, purely because they don't really know who you are. They've seen you around, but, you know, you're relatively new. You stand up and I assume you begin your set?
Yeah. Thank you. I'm going to tell you a story about this wonderful city and how it came to be. Let's start at the beginning, and I will start my performance.
Wonderful. Unless there was anyone else wanted to do, you look around the local marketplace and you see that there's a variety of different goods and products. A lot of home crafty type stuff like leatherworks and woodworks and metalworks. There's also a lot of farmers' goods like cheeses, honeys, hardened sweets, that sort of thing. There are also the games taking place that test your skill, dexterity, strength, that sort of thing. Anyone wish to participate in any of those things?
I would probably be leaning towards the test of dexterity
Wonderful.
variety.
Yep.
Perhaps Gosha will join her and maybe also spend some time listening to the performance.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Hilda, I think would probably want to get some of the like candies, the lollies, and like then go and just watch the performance because you know she's met Alfonso now and sort of spent a few minutes with him and is just kind of curious to see how well he does.
All right. Alfonso tells a stirring story about Sandpoint. Its many adventures that take place within it. But I assume you kind of gloss over the late unpleasantness side of things. Yeah. We don't really talk about the serial killers or the burning of the cathedral or the death.
I mostly talk about heroic deeds and hidden treasures and the dragon sighting, which totally took place and I did not invent at all.
Yeah, that's why the Rusty Dragon was named after the Rusty Dragon, right? Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, in that case, Melcher is definitely paying close attention to the performance to get a bit more of the region's history.
And don't worry, only half of it is true.
Which one of the half? That remains a mystery.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, you wish to test your dex. Isn't that right?
That is true.
Alright, Flame. It looks like there's a bit of an obstacle course set up. You've seen like as in Sandpiper, you've seen like a Wipeout Australia sort of thing?
Yes.
Alright, so it's effectively that. So it's an elevated platform with what appears to be some of the more of the senior kids holding pillows and buckets of water.
Interesting.
There are several mattresses running alongside the obstacle course.
Well, probably the first thing she's going to do is make sure that the powder for her flintlock pistols is not going to get wet.
Yep. Wait, you took your weapons to this festival? No, it's fine. Yeah, you can bring weapons. All right. So the first obstacle seems to be quite an easy one. There are several posts lined up that you can step and kind of step on along either side. At this point, some of the older kids are throwing buckets of water, not the actual buckets, just the water at you as you do so. Please roll me an acrobatics as you attempt to jump from log to log.
Sure, no worries. How does a 12 sound?
A 12, it is a little slippery. It is slightly difficult to get from log to log, but you did manage to get it through. Next appears to be this kind of like curved triangle parts like that come at a steep angle, and there are people still throwing buckets of water, not specifically at the post anymore, but specifically at you. Please roll me another athletics or acrobatics as you try to scale across these angled precipices.
I'll go with acrobatics. And,
Yep. With a 17,
how does a 7?
you manage to avoid every bucket of water as you jump from ledge to ledge to ledge, making it quite easy. The next one appears to be a rather narrow, almost tightrope-like point, and this is where the youths are with pillows. Now, at this point in time, can you roll me an athletics check or just a normal dex check as you try to avoid both the pillars and to keep on your ledge?
Yep. So, flat dex.
Flat dex. With a 14, you get smacked by a pillar in the leg, but that was the only pillar as you managed to make it across. The youths all applaud and clap as you have finished the obstacle course.
Reminds me of that time when I accidentally went down those rapids. Good times.
Now, it is getting darker and darker. You have finished your story, Alfonso, and everyone's kind of getting more settled in. As the evening approaches, unless there was anything else anyone wanted to do? Nope, wonderful. Alright. The evening approaches as the games are quietly packed up. And your attention is brought to the front, back to the pedestal, with a sharp retort like the sound of distant thunder. Do you all make your way to the center?
Hilda does.
Wonderful. At this point in time, I'd ask you to move your minis.
I'll go for shady corner.
Yeah. All right. Flame beside you, a stray dog that has crawled under a nearby wagon, kind of jerks awake at the sound of the thunderstone. The buzz of 24 conversation quickly hushes as all heads turn towards the central podium, where Father Xantus ascends to the stage. The purple circles that appear to be the only light source now that are in front of the cathedral, casting this almost hypnotic light as they glimmer through the encroaching darkness. He clears his throat and begins to say a prayer when you hear a scream. A woman's scream. It slices through the air. A few moments you hear another scream. Another. Another. Behind them all, you all hear a sudden strange new voices. Ones that are high-pitched, tittering shrieks that sound not quite human. The crowd parts around you, kind of creating avenues so you can see, and something low to the ground races past, giggling with disturbing glee as it grabs the stray dog beside you, Flame, slits its throat. Blood pools to the ground, and the raucous sound of a strange song begins, trenched from shrill scratchy voices. Goblins chew and goblins bite. Goblins cut and goblins fight. Stab the dog, cut the horse. Goblins eat and take by force. Goblins race and goblins jump. Goblins slash and goblins bump. Burn the skin and mash the head. Goblins hear and you be dead. Catch the baby, catch the pup. Bonk the head to shut both up. Bones be cracked and flesh be stewed. We be goblins and you be food. And on that note, we are going to take about a 5 to 10 minute break, as we will be back with more Rise of the Runelords as a bunch of goblins erupt from around the party. Alright. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back in about 5 minutes or so. Gives you a chance to grab another drink, grab some snacks, and we'll be right back. All right, we are back as we go soaring into initiative. For those who were not here before the break, well, goblins have attacked this little place of Sandpoint. So, we're going to go straight into initiative, shall we? As you see groups of people just starting to scatter everywhere. You see Mayor Hemlock going down this way here as a bunch of goblins start coming out. You hear the chanting songs. You reckon about 20 goblins are attacking this location itself. Many of the guards go off to try to intercept some of the goblins, but there are not enough guards present. Now, Flame, can you roll me a perception check before we go in? Not an initiative check, a perception check.
Cool. That's a nat 1, so a total of 6.
Wonderful. Okay. Well, let's roll into initiative, please. Everyone roll me perception check as your initiative. Alright, so...
really good chance I'll be going last.
Yep. So, Hilda, if you're not aware, at the top of your... alongside your character sheet, in the red part, there should be initiative with a number and perception. Just roll that dice.
Okay, thank you. I think the problem was that I had the sheet popped out and then it didn't want to
Yeah.
do the thing.
That's
Yeah,
alright.
but, maybe I have a problem with this popped out character sheet. Wait a second. Yeah, here we go. Apparently, popped out character sheet doesn't accept rolls.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice initiative.
Yeah. You right, Hilda?
Yeah, I rolled initiative perception.
It
My
needs to
bad.
be the
Sorry.
initiative perception, sorry.
Yeah. Oh,
Wonderful.
my bad.
All right, we're gonna start off with you, Alfonso. As you see a bunch of goblins starting to attack from all directions. These 3 goblins seem to be going straight towards this person here, a woman with red hair.
I'm looking towards a priest. Excuse me, is this part of another show?
No, it is not. We're actually under attack right now.
Oh, jeez. Oh, then we should do something about it, I guess. And I will casting a spell. Biting words.
Nice.
And I'm looking toward the first goblin who's going for this woman.
Yep, the goblin seems to have blood on its short sword with holes in it.
Yep. And I'm looking for, hey you faceless freak. Come and take one of your own size. And I will do attack on him.
Yep.
Which one is it?
This one.
This one?
Yep, this one. The one in front.
Okay, I will do attack.
23 hits.
Yeah, and then he will get 8 points of sonic damage.
Oh, nice. That goblin instantly drops to the ground.
Is this all you got? It's not even a challenge.
If it could respond back, it would be very if it could probably respond back, it wouldn't. If it understood what you said, it would. Probably feel a little bit upset by that. Anyway, you have one more action.
Was attack part of the casting spell?
Yes.
Okay, then, and I will back up a little bit.
Wonderful. Flame, we then go to you.
She's going to just reach down, pulling out both her pistol and rapier.
Yep.
She take aim at the nearest goblin with her pistol
Yep.
and shoot it.
Wonderful.
So,
A 17 hits.
17 hit. Yeah. So take 3.
Yep, it takes 3 points of damage.
And it's flat-footed
Oh, nice.
because of sword and pistol.
Oh, okay.
Wait a second, you brought weapons to a festival? That's rude.
You have one. How many actions does it take for you to draw out both weapons?
Flame has Into the Fray, which allows her to draw a pistol and sword as well. The pistol is 1 action, and then sword is a free action.
Wonderful. Then you'll have one more thing you can do.
Yep. Probably reload.
All right, wonderful. Hildy, you're up.
Hilda is going to draw her sword, which I believe is 1 action.
Yes, it is.
As soon as I find the thing on here. Then longsword. Whoops, that was. How did I draw it? Never mind. Anyway, she's going to do that, and then she will move closer, 20 feet, I think, up to is that 20 there?
Yeah.
And then cast the cantrip shield.
Nice.
So she should be ready, and I will figure out how to make this feel like I actually have drawn this sword.
All right, wonderful. We then go to the goblins. This goblin up here. Look at this! He picks up an apple as he runs through to about here. And he's going to throw the apple at you, Melcher.
An apple.
An apple.
Okay.
Does a 27 hit you?
Yes.
Alright, take 2 points of damage.
That's actually a crit.
Yep. And you automatically get the blinded condition as the apple gets thrown straight at your face and it smatters all in your eyes. You are blinded until you remove the apple from your eyes. Meanwhile,
An apple a day.
this goblin's gonna start. This goblin's gonna make his way up here. He's going to take a slash at you, Flame, with his dog slicer. And misses. As he tries to make a slash, he hits the barrel next to you, and then water pours from the barrel. Liquid pours from the barrel. The golem then pulls his short sword back up and licks his short sword. That tastes good. He then makes a dive for the barrel, getting underneath the pouring liquid that's pouring from it. Glug, 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 glug. We then go to you, Melcher. You have apple in your eyes.
Okay. Well, first things first is trying to get the apple out.
All right, you do so. You are no longer blinded.
Hey, presumably I have 2 things left. Well, with my remaining 2 actions, I shall cast do telekinetic projectile.
Wonderful.
Since we're outside, I presume there'd be just general rocks on the ground.
Yeah, there's like a broken jug nearby from when someone threw a broken jug. You can pick that up and just kind of like.
Fantastic. Telekinetic projectile.
Wonderful.
Joke would be bludgeoning.
You hit.
18. Fantastic.
Dealing 10 points of damage. Nice. The goblin, as you throw the jug, it hits the goblin on the side of the head, and his whole body just goes blump
Fantastic.
as he falls to the ground. And then we go back to you, Alfonso.
Okay, first I will do a performance check.
Yep.
Let's see. Oh, that was terrible.
That was a very terrible roll.
Okay, and nothing will happen first, and I will do and I will start talking about how ridiculous this is, and I will give everyone inspiration. Wait a second. Inspiring courage. Courage is called, and it's in 60 feet of me. Okay, everyone. So everyone will get a +1 bonus to attack rolls, damage rolls, and saves.
Wonderful.
Until my end of my next turn, and then I will look at where's another goblin?
Up here.
Why? I cannot focus. Okay, my bad. Hey, you should be, sir, you should be ashamed of yourself. Please let these poor people be, and you can get some food as everyone else. Please stay in line. And I will attack him again with my biting words. Wait, my character sheet is gone. Sorry for that.
That's right.
And I will do another. I just couldn't do it. Could do it here. Wait a second. Here we go. Attack.
You hit.
17. And it's 2d6, I guess. I do it here. It's 8 damage.
8 points of damage and also drops to the ground. At this point in time, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, it's actually 9 points. It would be 9. Would have been 9 points. Sorry.
That's fine. The guy still drops. All of you get a breather. As you see the goblins kind of surrounding the entire area. You managed to deal with your 3, but it looks like Sheriff Hemlock is fighting his way through to try to create a gap for civilians to run through. Nulno is standing there beside him, trying to create that opening so the rest of the citizens can run and escape from. Your thing would dissipate at this point in time.
Is everyone alright? Is someone hurt? Alphonse looking around.
Melcher is just rubbing her eyes and making sure that I'm cleaning up the apple and thing. Nothing too serious.
May I, Melcher? And Alfonso stepping up, plucking a bit of apple out of your hair.
Thank you.
Go move your characters where they will.
Can someone tell me what's going on? I miss. I'm looking to Flame. Nice shooting, by the way.
Thank you. It does appear that we're getting attacked by goblins.
Perhaps we should go and assist the mayor and Nalna to create
As
more
you
of an opening.
As you say that, a carriage to the south of you suddenly explodes in flame.
I think that goes without saying.
As we are going to need more initiatives, please.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Don't roll them yet, guys. Wait a second. Flame, Melcha, Hilda, Alfonso. Yep, now you can roll them, please.
Oh, that's a bad one.
You see 3 goblins running around with now fire torches, with another goblin that seems to have a pair of maracas as they're chanting. As they see you kind of gathering over there, they all shout in glee, and they'll make their way towards you. Flame. Actually, I should move them slightly closer. They move their way closer towards you. There we are. Actually, no. The Maraca guy is at the back. There we are. Wonderful. Flame, you're up.
She's gonna take aim at this goblin here,
Yep.
and with a twirl to cock a pistol,
Yep.
shoot it.
Oh, a glancing blow.
Yep, so half of whatever this is. 3.
It does 1 point damage.
Yep. And then she's going to. So it's also flat-footed.
Yep.
Move up beside it
Yep.
and do a striking reload.
Alright. How many actions is
So-
striking reload now?
1 action.
Alright.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean a reloading
So
strike? Yeah.
She
Cool.
gives her pistol a twirl as she's and shoving a cartridge in it as she's driving her rapier into this goblin.
Nice.
She probably has the goblin distracted by her pistol twirling.
Maybe, yeah. Oh, unfortunately, it misses. The goblin was distracted by the pistol turning, so he turned around to get a closer look. Turned to the side, and you're like, ah, crap, empty air. Not good.
She has reloaded her pistol.
Yep, this goblin pyro is going to make his way up here. He sees the stuff that you're holding, Melcha. He's like, ooh, skull! Mine. He's going to try to hit you with the burning part of his burning pie stick.
Oh, okay.
Oh, unfortunately he misses with a 9. You see it coming and you manage to block with your staff, only narrowly avoiding getting struck by flames. But that's okay. He's going to try to do so again. Also missing. You're parrying left and right, trying to stop this fire hitting you. Hilda, you're up.
I'm gonna stab this goblin
Yep,
with my longsword.
yep.
So do I just like double click on it like
Nope,
that?
so
Yes, to
hover
target?
over it and then press the T button.
Oh,
Perfect.
T.
Double right click also does it.
Oh, okay, cool. So
And
make
then
sure you don't have it targeted yet, so hover it over again. Then press T.
Cool.
There we go.
And then
Long sword strike.
yes, is that just through inventory? Sorry, I'm still like learning
That's
this.
okay. If you look at your actions, so you have your character, and then there's like a little arrow pointing right. Click that.
Okay, yeah.
You should see your strikes. Longsword, strike +4. is your first attack. Strike -1 is your second attack, and your -6. Sorry, is that -6? Yeah, -6 is your third attack.
Wait, so I clicked the little arrow right, and that just got rid of the HUD. It didn't expand it, and then under actions there's just shield block.
Then click the arrow again.
For that one, there's a category for strikes.
Yeah.
And then you go down and you use the +3.
Okay.
Or whatever your attack modifier is.
Maybe she has to. You have to equip the weapon.
No, the weapon's equipped.
I equipped it last time. Sorry, so...
Oh, wait a second. You're holding the weapon in 2 hands?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, wonderful.
But I'm also not really seeing... Or actually, it probably should only be one-handed if it's a longsword. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm struggling to find... there's strikes. Now it's appeared.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay. Now I can use it.
Yeah.
So just the +4 one?
Yep, +4.
Roll. Sorry about that, guys.
That's okay. As you go to make as you're meant to slash, the goblin rolls to the side, kicking up dirt as he does so.
Okay.
You have 2 more things you can do this turn.
Yes, I would like to cast Shield again.
Yep.
Because I think that ended at the end of my last turn.
Yep.
And possibly move around here.
Perfect. All right. You hear the goblin with the maracas chanting. Actually, so that one should have already been cast. Sorry. Whoops, my bad. That should have already been cast. He is casting Telekinetic Projectile on 2. Let's go. You, Flame. He picks up a random rock and throws it at you. A 23 hits you.
Yep.
It's going to do 10 points of damage.
Oh.
As the rock slams into the side of your head. Then he's gonna stay where he is and keep maintaining his performance. Melsha, you're up.
You muted.
Sorry. Okay. Well, given how Tan's under significant attack, and there's probably more on the way, I think I'll actually cast Animate Dead.
All right. Turning towards the goblin to your right.
Funnily enough, Animate Dead actually doesn't require tiny corpse. It's basically a summon spell.
Oh, all right. How do you want it to look like?
Sorry. Basically, a skeleton just crawls its way out of the ground.
Yep.
So I would be summoning a skeleton guard. So creature level of -1, but yeah, a skeleton guard just claws its way out of the ground and pulls out its sword and short bow.
Wonderful. Where do you want to put it?
Speaking of which, I should actually click to actually cast the spell. I'll put it here.
Wonderful.
And that is all 3 actions.
All right. Golem Pyro, which one is this one? This one. He's gonna make his way up here. Because this goblin had a shiny rock. He's gonna pick up the rock. And he's gonna try to... What? A skeleton! Ooh! I can have a... He actually looks at the skeleton and then he looks back to the war chanter. I have a bone to pick with you. Cause I like that bone. He points to a rib. My bone. He's gonna take a strike. Does 23 hit a skeleton?
Just skeleton guard. AC 16.
All right. And what does it have any resistance to fire?
Yes.
How much resistance?
Fire resist 5.
Oh, cool. The skeleton takes no damage.
What? With this thing, does it do any other thing other than fire?
Yeah, it does like 1 bludgeoning.
It is not resistant to bludgeoning.
Oh, alright, it takes 1 damage.
It has resist 5 to cold, electric, fire, piercing, and slashing.
Oh, wonderful. Well, it takes 1 damage as the thing hits the as it knocks out a rib. Yeah.
It has lost a quarter of its health.
Yep. Alfonso, there's a goblin in front of you and a skeleton in front of you as well. Meanwhile, Melcher is casting some weird necromancy.
Couldn't know you can do that. And looking toward Melcher, the goblin and the skeleton, but Alfonso sees flame bleeding from
No, not bleeding, burning.
burning. Is she still on? Was she burned or is she still burning?
Oh no, she's not continuously burning, but she did have quite a burn as fire
she
was
got
put.
burned.
Yeah.
No, don't, dear miss, don't falter now. We have a fight to win, and I assure you can do that like the pirates of old. And I will cast Soothe on her.
Nice.
And she heals for 10 points of damage.
Wonderful. Flame, you have a response?
Thanks for the... That feels a lot better.
And then I will cast another Inspire Courage, and everyone will get a +1 to attack rolls, damage rolls, and saves against fear for the next round.
Wonderful. And we go to the last goblin, Pyro, which is going to take a slash at you, Hilda. Ready? Does an 11 hit you?
An 11 does not hit me.
All right. It takes a slash with its thing. Your magic shield manages to bounce it off without too much difficulty. We then go back to the top of the initiative with Flame.
Well, she does have a goblin beside her, but there's also the one with the maracas does have her attention a bit. Is that rock hurt?
Yes, it did.
So she's gonna stab the one beside her with her rapier.
Yep. Unfortunately, it does not hit.
Not having much luck with those rolls today.
Nah.
Then she's going to run up beside the Morocco goblin and shoot it.
Alright. Unfortunately, it also misses.
Is there a dice jail I can use?
Yeah, just change the color. It's fine. All right. We then go to this pyro. He's going to take a. He's going to. First of all, he's going to take a slash with his fire stick at you, Melcher. Ready? He's going to take a second strike at you with the fire stick, Melcher. He is then going to look around for something more effective. He sees what appears to be a he sees a stick on the ground, and he's like, "Oh, great idea!" He picks up the stick and he holds it to his lit flame, and then he starts until it catches light, and then he starts swinging around. Double flame powers! Hilda, you're up. Your back is suddenly getting slightly more warm.
Yeah, okay. Hilda is going to stab at the one that is in front of her. I believe I'm still targeting them. Whoops, no. And then... Why does the thing keep disappearing? Actions. I swear it was like here, and now it's gone again.
Click your character icon.
Ah, okay.
Does that help?
What? No, she's already lit up.
Oh, okay.
And I've clicked the thing that I'm targeting, so... That's really weird.
That's fine. You might just have to go through your character sheet.
Okay. Is that just like inventory?
No, it's in your strikes section.
Ah, no, okay, so...
Sorry, your action section, where your strikes are.
Sorry about this.
No, it's okay. You're learning the format. It's absolutely fine. I think when we first started playing this, it took us like 10 minutes to get through a round because we were just trying to find out where everything was.
Yeah, all of us went through this in the previous campaign.
So don't worry about it.
Perfectly understandable.
I've played in a few Foundry systems, but like they're all so different, and because there's so much stuff, it's just like whoa.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then
You get a +1 because of my inspiring. But
oh
I
yeah,
guess
that's true.
you still miss. Is it?
Would
Yes.
that bring it up to 15? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to recast Shield because that would have ended again.
Yep.
And then, do opportunities attacks exist in Pathfinder? Like, is that a thing?
Yes, but not all creatures have it.
Okay. Well, I guess we're about to find out if goblins have them because I'm like moving over
You're
here.
skedaddling away. They do not have attacks of opportunity.
Excellent. And I believe that's me done.
All right. The Maraca Goblin. You is way too close. What can you do? What can he do? Bop! He's going to try to bop you on the top of the head with one of his maracas. Flame?
Yep.
Actually, no. He's going to do a double bop with his maracas. Shaking as he does so to maintain his chanting. Now, it's going to say dog slicer, but they're really just maracas. Ready?
Yep.
Does a 15 hit you? No? Well, how about a 6?
Critically misses.
Alright, so what he's doing is he's hitting you over the head with a maraca, right? You managed, well, he's attempting to. He's actually more like hitting your thigh or your knee. Take this! He's hitting you. It's making contact. It's doing no damage.
This is more adorable than anything else.
Pretty much. Melcha.
Okay. First action will be to sustain the summon.
Yep.
So they actually never does it actually say how many actions it gets after sustaining. So I'm presuming it's the same as. Yep, I presumed it was 2 because it's how it is for animal companions. So I presumed it would be the same.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Well, actually, I'll have it target this one.
Yep.
And we'll hit it with a scimitar.
It draws out a rusty scimitar. Oh, and it goes for a slash.
Yep. It's a +6 to hit.
Yep, I got it. It hits with a 19, doing 8 points of damage.
Actually, 9.
Actually, 9, yes. 9 points of damage. Thank you.
Oh, the skeleton is my friend.
Its teeth chatter. It's actually making it time with the maraca. So it's going...
Nice.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And for its second action,
Yep.
going to turn around and give this one a strike.
Unfortunately, it hits. With an 18. Well, 19. But yes, it hits.
Fantastic.
It deals 4 points of damage.
Okay, and now that those two, its 2 actions are done, the remaining 2 of my actions go, and just kind of go somewhere a little, probably somewhere a little safer.
Yep. Easy
Well, probably
done.
step out and then move.
Yeah. Absolutely. We are then going... that was all?
Yep.
We then go to the Goblin Pirate. Now, does your flat-footed stay on that goblin, or does it refresh after your turn?
Ends after the next turn.
Okay. So, probably...
So it probably have ended.
Yeah, it probably would have ended. Alright. This goblin, regardless, finds itself in a bad position. It's going to start to move up to here. But it gets distracted by you, Alfonso, because you seem to be casting magic, and it seems to... are you holding anything in your hand, Alfonso?
No, actually not.
Ah, well, he finds that distasteful, so he's going to go, you need to hold something. Here, hold this. He gives you the stick fire first. Ready?
Yeah.
Does a 26 hit you?
Yeah, critical, so.
Alfonso's like, oh, thanks, I will hold this. Take 8 point, take like a bunch of damage. Take like, 8 points of damage.
Ouch!
Also, roll me reflex save.
A reflex save?
Yeah.
Wait a second, can do that.
Your hand fortunately does not catch fire, though just.
Excuse me?
No, I said you hold it. He points the thing at you again. And he critically misses you. The torch actually goes out. Oh, can I have a light? He turns to the goblin behind him that's wielding two. Yeah, gives me a shack. Alfonso.
Yeah, I will do a performance check again.
Yep.
Ah, glad it worked. Standard DC for me is 15, level 1, is that right?
Yep, that matches it, meets
Perfect.
it.
Perfect. Then I will. This was one action. Second action is Inspiring Courage,
Yep,
which will last 3 rounds this time
yep.
because of my lingering performance. And then I will just slap him. How dare you? That's true. With a 12, I don't hit.
With a 12, you do not, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You slap him. He slaps you. You slap him. He slaps you.
That's my turn. Now go to the corner and think about your deeds.
This goblin power, he is looking at his choices. You, I think. He goes straight for you, Flame. He's going to try to touch you with his torch. Does a 20 hit you?
Yes.
Wonderful. Take
Ouch.
3 points of damage. And then as he tries to strike you, he turns around and is like, "Is that a crab?" He then makes his way around. That is a crab! He picks up the crab, and it appears to be like a crab in what appears to be a trap, like a crab box. And he's like, "Ooh, I'm gonna eat well tonight." Then we go back to you, Flame.
Well, she doesn't like being beside 2 goblins, so she's going to step up over here
Yep.
and then reloading strike, twirling her flintlock pistol as she's stabbing the Morocco goblin.
Nice. It's a critical hit with a 27.
Nice.
20 points of damage.
Done.
Nice. Tell me how you do it.
As she's twirling her pistol around, she just skewers this goblin through the maracas into its heart.
The maracas shake one final time as they hit the ground. As the golem himself also drops to the ground. You have one more thing you can do, I think, this round.
Yep. She's going to shoot a goblin.
Wonderful.
That's distracted by a crab. Because her name might be Flame. She just doesn't want to be in flames.
Yep. You hit.
Yep.
You shoot him. He looks up at you and then he grabs the crab in a protective thing. No! It is my crab! You don't take, I take! My crab! Good, my crab. Ow!
Then you should leave with the crab.
No, you challenge me for the crab. I will eat you too. Well, I probably won't eat you, but I'll eat the crab. And actually, when I kill you first, then eat the crab. I'll eat the crab first, then kill you. I'll think about it. This goblin, there's a skelly there. He does not like that skelly, especially since that skelly hit him. So he's going to hit the skelly. The skelly, he shoves one of the flames inside the skelly, like all the way through, It goes straight through a rib cage. He kind of wiggles the stick around a little bit. Why isn't this working? Come on, catch! Lighter! Burn! Double flame power! He raises his other stick. Also, not doing anything. He is really confused by this. He crosses his arms and then immediately regrets as his underarms get burnt. He takes 1 point of damage. All right. Hilda, you're up.
Hilda is going to step forward and slash at this goblin again.
Yep.
Because that seems to be a thing that we're going to keep trying till we do something. So yeah, she stabs, which apparently hits, I'm guessing.
23 hits. Yes, it does.
We do damage, which is awesome.
Tell me how you kill the goblin.
I probably just weave the sword, put the sword between the two flame things that it's waving around.
Yeah.
And just slice its head off.
Nice.
As it is standing there.
Yep.
And then I think I'm gonna recast shield again, which seems to be my favorite cantrip right now.
That is a great cantrip to keep on you. Melcha, you're up.
Fantastic. Well, first action. Sustain animate dead.
Yep.
And Skeleton is going to go for a bit of a slashy.
Nice. With its scimitar, it takes 1 slash.
Mm-hmm.
It hits. Second slash.
How much does the first do?
First one will do, say, 3 points of damage.
Okay.
The second slash, unfortunately,
Is a crit miss.
Yes, unfortunately, it very much misses. It slashes over the head of the goblin. Now it's your 2 turns. Your 2 actions.
Okay. Well, I'll cast telekinetic projectile.
Nice.
Basically picking up the flame torch of the dead goblin that Hilda just killed. Just launch his torch straight at. The
Nice. Roll that dice.
And that would be a bludgeoning. That's that. Miss.
Oh, unfortunately, it goes wide.
Okay. And that would be it for me.
This goblin pirate, he is not a fan of any of this. Yeesh! He's going to run away from that scary skeleton that did nothing. Picking up one of the lit torches along the way, the one that you didn't throw, and he's going to try to bonk you in the face.
Okay.
Does a 12 hit you?
No.
He looks down at his torch. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong. I'm just supposed to do it with a... no, not that end! Ow! Has to be this way. Is my technique off? Ha! Ha! No, that seems pretty effective. Why isn't it working? We then go to you, Alfonso.
Okay, Alfonso is looking towards the goblin who's running towards his friend, Matcha. And I'm casting Daze on him.
Alright. He's entitled to a will save.
Basic will DC.
An 11 fails.
It fails. So what has happened? He gets 5 mental damage.
Nice.
Yeah, that's right. Run, you coward. Go away. Leave us alone.
I am.
And then I will move up towards this guy.
Nice. All right. This guy, he's holding a what appears to be a pot or like a basket that has a single crab in it, and he's willing to fight to the death over it. He hooks the crab onto his belt. Ow! Wait. No, it should be fine there. Ow! Stop that. Ow! Bad crab. He's going to then take a step towards you, Flame. And he's going to raise his torch once again. Does a 23 hit?
Yeah, that hits.
Alright, take like 3 points of fire damage. Or like 3 points of damage.
Oh.
Ah, my crab! Flame, your chance to respond.
Yep. Reloading strike.
Yep.
Does a 23 hit?
Yes, it does.
Take 8.
He's still standing.
Yep. And also I forgot to mention with sword and pistol, if she Flame hits with a melee attack, it does. If she makes a range attack, she doesn't provoke.
Okay, that's fine.
So, and now she's shooting.
Tell me how you kill this poor goblin. Wait, sorry.
Just be a second, I just rolled that.
Yep.
Yep. So, she just spins her pistol around, jams it straight into the goblin's mouth, aiming upwards, and then pulling the trigger and just blowing the top of this goblin's head off.
Nice.
So everything below the above the lower jawline is gone.
Nice. A plume of smoke erupts from what's left of the goblin's head. Hilda!
Hilda is going to move up towards these other. I think that's my movement there. And that's one. And cast. No, I'm just going to move. I'll make 2 movements. That'll be my thing. And I'm just going to stab this guy with my longsword.
Nice.
Which is here.
21 hits.
Nice.
Tell me how you do it.
She's just going to come up behind him and lop his head off again, like she did for the last one.
Wonderful. All right. Now, at this point in time, the fighting has kind of gone away from the central location. Where did my camera go? Did I lose a camera? There we are. All right, wonderful. The fighting seems to stop. Seems to move away from this courtyard area, giving you 4 the chance to breathe. You see there's some rooftop fighting as a goblin falls down from the rooftop, landing with a sickening crunch on the ground. Mayor Hemlock seems to have pushed the goblins back further this way.
Should we go and see if there are any other civilians that need our help?
Of course we should.
Yeah.
And Alfonso is his voice gets very, very loud. And he's calling out, we have a fire here. Can somebody come and give a hand?
Nalna calls out from the entrance of the church. Don't worry, I got it. We have some. I brought a couple of civilians in here. Is is it secure? Is the place fine?
For now.
No. All right. I'll keep the civilians inside the church then, inside the cathedral. Just stamp out the fire if you can.
We will try our best. When Alfonso's looking around, is this well here in the south operating?
Sorry.
The well in the south on the map.
You're not sure.
Yeah, I'm checking this out and trying to pull out water and.
Yep, move your character down there. Yes, you do hear the sound of... You drop something down there, and it does sound like water's at the bottom of it. You quickly begin bringing water up. What's everyone else doing?
Hilda is looking around to see if she can see any goblins, like, skulking around about to attack us.
Roll me a perception check as you do so.
And likewise for Melcher.
Yeah, roll me a perception
And
check.
Flame's probably doing the same thing, as well as giving the odd fallen goblin a stab.
Yep. Melcher? Alright. Out of the three of you, only one of you, Hilda, from this area up here. So it's not directly in front of you, but I'm just going to put it directly in front of you because it's just easier so I don't extend the map further in. But down the alleyway down here, you start hearing for cries of help. Help! Help! You also hear the sounds of a growling dog and the goblins shrieking in fear.
Guys, I think there's more down this way. Hilda sort of shouts and starts moving towards in that direction.
What happens to your skeleton guard?
I can sustain it for up to a minute.
Alright, I'd say it's probably been a minute as Alfonso's bringing up water and you've been listening up. Does that sound fair?
Yep.
Wonderful. The zombie crawls back into the hole it came out of. The hole still shut. Alfonso, you managed to bring up enough water to start tearing down some of the flames. Talking about flames, flame.
Well, she's probably going to run in the direction that these random people said that there was someone calling for help from.
Yep. Do you head up as well, Alfonso, or do you just take care of the fire?
He's looking. Do you need help? Should I come? Was it? And it's frantically looking about if there's somebody, some peasant around, or some people around he can push. Gave them a bucket to.
The only person that's around this area was Flame, and she immediately ran up to the north.
Okay, damn it. He's a little bit torn, but he will decide to run along with the other guys.
All right. For simplicity's sake, so that's kind of what it looks like at the moment. The four of you come up to what appears to be a strange situation. Surrounding what appears to be an individual and a dog, 5 goblins stand. Four goblins stand. One of them appears to be riding this disgusting, hairless creature. As you approach, you see one of the goblins grab... I guess I'm not playing with video today. That's fine. One of the goblins grab the dog. This kind of like a guard dog. It's bleeding from several places. A goblin jumps on the back and with its dog slider starts shanking the dog. The dog collapses to the ground with the goblin on top. You hear a resounding cry of success as now the noble stands against a wall as the goblins begin to make their way in.
Oh, hell no.
Do you guys do anything?
Hilda would rush in.
Hilda will rush in?
Yeah.
Melcher will also go in to assist.
Yep.
Wonderful.
Why would be the same?
I'm going to need perception checks again from everyone, please.
Initiative perception or normal
Initiative
perception?
perception checks.
Okay. Wait.
Wonderful. We start off with you, Flame.
Oh, she's going to take aim at the goblin dog combo.
Are you aiming at the goblin dog? Oh, sorry. Are you aiming at the hairless creature that the goblins were riding, or you're aiming at the goblin?
Probably the mount.
Okay, yep.
And I'll just make sure. Yep, and she's going to shoot it.
Alright, wonderful.
That's a miss.
Yes, unfortunately you miss. The shot goes wide.
She's going to then move up
Yep.
and do a striking reload against the
Yeah.
goblin on mounting it.
Yeah. That is also a miss, unfortunately.
Yep. And that's all she can do.
Alright.
She has-
Alfonso, we then go to you. You see Flame quickly move up, taking a shot and trying to strike the goblin atop the steed. But unfortunately, both strikes miss. The goblin parries with what appears to be a glaive with several holes poked through the middle of it.
You need to aim for the leg or for the head. Do another performance check.
22.
And then I cast Inspiring Courage, which will last for 3 rounds.
Yep.
And then I will try to intimidate the goblin riding the creature. With exact these words. You have to shoot him in the head.
Yeah, good luck with that. Roll me the intimidate. Yeah, no. He then turns towards you with his dog slicer. With his horse chopper. Get him! Sick 'em, boys! Hilda, you're up.
Hilda is going to move forward and she is going to slice at the goblin who is atop the steed, which I believe is this one.
Yep.
Longsword for the win.
A 19 hits.
Excellent.
Doing 9 points of damage. Wonderful.
And then she is going to cast Shield again.
Wonderful. Alright, we're then on to the Goblin Commando. The Goblin's going to use an action to move his steed down this way. He's then going to make a 2-pronged attack. The first one he's going to hit for Melcher. He knows that she is a shaman of some kind, so he's going to try to hit Melcher with a horse chopper. Does a 14 hit you, Melcher?
Misses by 1.
That's fine. It's then going to take a strike at you, Hilda. Does a 22 hit you?
And 22 hits.
Alright, you're going to take a bit of damage, 9 points of damage. And the goblin dog With its second action, it is going to take a strike at you, Flame. With its bite. You managed to jump out of the way just in the nick of time. We then go to the noble over here. He seems to be very ornately dressed, carrying a rather ornate staff, but he has no idea how to use it, as he's curled up into the fetal position, up against the wall, crying, "No, let me be, please. I am too rich and beautiful to die." The Goblin Warriors are taking command of their boss, so they're going to start making their way up using Goblin Scuttle. The rest move up as well. This goblin is going to take a strike at you, Hilda.
Okay.
Does a 14 hit you?
That misses.
Wonderful. So I'm going to try and make another strike. An 11
That also misses.
Wonderful. Next, we go to Melcha. Melcha, what's up?
Oh, they seem to have bunched up very nicely.
They have.
So I think Belcher will move over here.
That area there is difficult terrain, but yes.
Actually, it might just move here.
Easy.
And then actually how do I do a cone?
The measurement, and it should be like an arrow. Yeah. From your corner. Yeah. So what's the code?
That one.
Yeah.
There.
Wonderful. Looks like you can get all of them.
All but one.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'll be casting Haunting Him.
Wonderful. Will
Yeah.
save for them, I'm guessing?
Deals sonic damage equal to this with a basic fortitude save.
Oh, okay. For simplicity's sake, are you happy for me to roll the Goblin Warriors the same fortitude?
Sure.
13. I assume they both fail?
DC 17.
Yeah. Goblin Dog? 21. Goblin Commando? 16. Oh, so close, yet so far away. So, the only one that makes the save is the hairless creature in the middle.
Okay. Those that fail take 4 damage.
Yep.
The one that passed takes 2.
Alright.
And interestingly enough, those not in the area of effect hear nothing.
Oh, nice.
But the ones inside of it, they hear like a cacophonous wailing.
Sorry, 4 points of damage, right?
4 damage on a failure.
Yeah, wonderful. Perfect. Alright, nicely done. We then go to this Golem Warrior up here. He's going to
now,
move.
how do I delete this cone?
That's fine, I'll take care of it.
Okay.
The Golem Warrior, holding onto his ear on one hand. Whoops. He's going to come around to this side and take a strike at you, Hilda.
Okay.
Well, no, he's not going to hit himself, please. No, he's not going to hit himself. There we are. Dog Slicer. Wait, sorry. It's not that goblin. It's this goblin, sorry. He's going to take a strike with his Dog Slicer. 24 hits you?
Yep.
Wonderful. 6 points of damage. I assume at this point your shield snaps and breaks, yes?
I would assume so, yes.
Wonderful. Take 1 point of damage. Because I think it has like a hardness 5 or something. I'll double check it later. But yes.
Did it, like, die when I got hit earlier?
Oh, yeah, it probably would have. Let me just double check. Ba-da-ba-da-ba,
You can choose it.
Oh well,
You
I'm down
can
to 6
choose it
HP
to
anyway.
choose the block.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, just drop yourself down by 1. It should even out. Alright. And then next we have this guy. This guy, he does not like being in that music box. So he's going to take a slash at you, Melcher.
Okay.
Does a 24 hit you?
It hits.
Wonderful. Takes a 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Yep. And then we go back up to the top with you, Flame.
He's going to do a reloading strike, and she's targeting the mount again.
Yep.
Does a 17 hit a mount?
A
As
17
she's
does.
reloading. Yep.
Actually, no, it
Take-
glances. So you do half damage.
So take 2.
Yep.
And it can't take attacks of opportunity from Flame's ranged attack.
Yep.
And then she's going to shoot it.
Nice. Unfortunately, a 13 doesn't hit. Alfonso, you're up.
Okay, Alfonso will move up to this goblin while casting Infectious Enthusiasm. And he's, because he's out of actions, he's just raising his fist. Okay, sir, are you ready for beating? So, what the spell does, everyone who can see me can use 1 action to get +1 bonus to his attack bonus.
Nice.
Additional to my inspire.
Yep. So it
That's
turns
like-
into a +2 if you use an action to do so. If you use an action to psych yourself up.
Yeah.
I have no idea why my camera is cutting in or out. Looks like I have to look into that. So anything else, Alfonso?
No, that was my turn.
Alright, Hilda,
Perfect.
you are surrounded by goblins.
Yeah, and I don't like this at all.
Nope.
I am going to stab at the one that whacked me
Yep,
because that was rude.
it was very rude. A 19 hits. Oh wait, sorry. Yep,
Whoops.
wrong guy.
Oh, I targeted the wrong one. Sorry.
But that's
that
fine,
was
a
my
19 still hits.
bad. Excellent. And then I am going to move.
Did you want to roll some damage for me? Oh, 9
Oh, I
damage.
did.
Wonderful. Yep. He
Move
drops to
back
the ground.
here. Excellent. And then we're going to recast shield again.
Nice.
That seems like a good idea.
Goblin Commander! He's going to command his mount. Boop, boop, over here. His mount's going to take a bite out of you, Flame. Okay.
Yep.
Does a 17 hit you?
Nope.
Wonderful. Then he's going to use a second action to Horse Chopper Melcher, because she's still casting magic and he doesn't like that.
Plus, that was a rather nasty cone.
Yep. He misses Melcher, but he's going to try to hit Melcher one more time. Hits Melcher and does 6 points of damage. Alright. We then go to this Goblin Noble here. he's finding you super annoying, Alfonso, so he's going to take a strike at you.
Can't understand why.
Does a 17 hit you?
That's a hit.
Cool. Take 5 points of damage.
Ouch.
And then he's going to direct his second attack at Melcher because Melcher is also casting magic and he does not like that either. He critically misses. Do either of you have attacks of opportunity?
No.
Flame?
Nope.
Damn. Alright. Melcher, you're up.
Okay. Well, actually, I'm just going to quickly check. Actually, I still have a pretty decent cone on these two. So I'll do haunting him again.
Alright, nice. Fortune saves for both of them.
Correct.
For once again, simplicity's sake, I'll just roll both. On the same one. 7, they critically fail.
They critically fail.
Yep. Because it's 17, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they critically fail.
In that case, they would take 8 damage each.
Yep, cool. They
And-
both drop.
And they would also be deafened for 1 minute.
Well, they both drop.
Okay.
Alright.
And as my last action, I'll try to hit the mount with my staff.
Alright.
I do not anticipate this going well.
Oof. How do you embarrass yourself?
Well, I go to hit the mount across the face, but it bites onto my staff.
Oh, cool. Alright. It bites onto your staff. Yeah, alright. You cannot use your staff as long as the goblin dog has it in its jaws.
Okay.
But that's fine, because then we go to... I guess the top of initiative with Flame. Flame!
First, striking reload targeting the goblin dog
Yep.
thing.
27's a
How does
critical
a
hit.
27 sound?
It sounds great. Nice. 11 points of
Tell me what
damage.
11 does to this. Yep.
It's still
And it's
standing
now
though.
flat-footed.
Yep.
And then she's going to shoot it.
Alright.
Does an 18 hit a flat-footed thing?
It does.
Take 3.
Oh, the goblin dog drops to the ground. The goblin commander rides the dog to the ground. He's like, "No! Jemima! We've been through so much! Don't worry. I'll make sure your death is not in vain." Alfonso.
Alonso is gritting his teeth because he's bleeding from several wounds, and suddenly a shield of shimmering light springing into his one hand. It has a form of a luminescent fox head,
Yep.
and he's cursing himself not to bring his weapons on and he's fumbling out his trusty zap he has always at his hand, taking it out and screamingly trying to hit the Goblin Commando. Wait a second, I just have to take out my zap. Here we go, and then I will do a strike with it.
Yep. Oh, sorry. Whoops. You should be.
Oh no!
Uh,
But he's going because he's so angry. He's just flailing around, and the Goblin Commander has no problem to block this barrage of hits.
Nice. Hildy, you're up. I can't hear you. You might be on mute.
Yes, she is.
Ah.
Hilda is going to step forward, my apologies, and she is basically just going to stab this dude
Nice.
with a longsword.
Nice.
Oh.
Oof.
And maybe...
Go for a slash instead.
Yeah. Fuck it, let's try it again. Let's stab him at him again. That's better.
Yep.
I don't know if that took 5 off it though for the double attack thing.
No,
yeah,
I
you did the same thing.
That's fine. I'll take 5 away from that. So unfortunately, it misses.
Okay.
All right.
Well, we tried.
We tried. All right, Golden Commander. First attack. He's gonna go for you, Flame, with his dog slicer. Actually, yeah, he's gonna go for you first with his dog slicer. Does a 23 hit you?
Yes, that hits.
Take 10 points of damage.
And Flame is down.
He's then going to follow up behind him at Maisha. Does a 21 hit you?
It does.
Take an extra 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And then he's going to circle around and try to hit you, Alfonso, with his last attack.
Ah!
Unfortunately, as he circles around, his blade gets caught in his mount's flesh, and he becomes stuck. Melcha. You're up.
Okay. Well, with her staff jammed in the golden dog's mouth.
Yeah, and you're not getting it out now.
Yeah. She drops it, pulls out a dagger and tries to stab the guy.
Nice. Go for a stab.
Just need to enjoy. And that.
The 23 hits.
I hit it.
Yep.
Okay.
You do
For
2 points
2
damage. Alright. He's still standing. We then go to Flame. Flame, can you roll me the d20?
Yep.
Okay. Alfonso, you're up.
Okay. Alfonso's glaring at this goblin, still saying, there are 2 things I really don't like. People who just don't respect other cultures and their festivities, and goblins. And I just smack him.
Roll me a
I just
smack.
smack him. Wait a second.
A 10
Oh,
unfortunately
and I miss
misses.
it again. And I will cast as my second and third action. I will cast Daze again.
Alright.
He has got.
He gets a will save.
Yeah.
A 20.
Oh,
This
just-
goblin's holding on, Alfonso. Hilda.
And Alfonso's really looking in shock. Why doesn't that work?
Hilda is going to cast Stabilize at Flame.
Yep, that's a touch spell, so you actually have to go around and touch flame.
Oh, I thought it said 30 feet.
Does it?
Yeah, 30-foot range.
Oh, cool. Nice. Never mind. Yep, you can definitely stabilize flame.
So yeah, I cast that and then I'm just going to stab at this bastard again.
Yeah.
Because why not?
20 hits. 3 points of damage. Alright. Now at this point in time, I'm going to play only and last plot twist card for tonight, marked by the gods. Hilda, as you stab into the goblin, your blade sinks deeper into the goblin. The goblin looks down. He looks up at you. No. No. No! I have one more thing left. I have one more thing left. And by the master, I will do it! He lets go of his dog slicer and he pulls out a shank. With one hand, he, with all his strength, manages to pull the blade out from out from his body.
Okay.
From Mother the Master. He jumps onto your back, Melcher, and begins to shank you repeatedly. Melcher.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let you do your death saving throw because this is what we discussed previously.
Mhm.
Melcher, you find yourself on a road. It's cold, it's dark, it's grey. There is no one beside you. You're by yourself. The path continues on in a straight line, and it seems to go on forever. There's nothing in front of you.
Odd. So nothing ahead of me.
Nothing ahead of you.
I turn around and see what's behind me.
Behind you, it's kind of you see kind of like an image of looking downward as you see this goblin stabbing you in the back. You see Alfonso and Hilda grabbing the goblin, trying to pull it off you as it's still trying to dig into your back. Alfonso grabs the goblin's arm, tears it behind it. Hilda, you raise your longsword in both hands and you slice its head off cleanly. And you're watching this, almost as if you're looking down upon it. There doesn't seem to be like a barrier between the two, where you are and where they are.
Okay. Oh. So I perceive this is actually happening.
Yes.
And I know that I am separated from my body.
Yes.
I would like to try and magically pull myself back. Try and pull myself back to my body.
I'm gonna need a will save.
A will save.
Yes, please. Or a will strength, or a will check. Not a save, like a check. See how strong your will is. With a 13, you throw yourself through this barrier, trying to launch yourself at your body. But unfortunately, you can't. You go into your body. You don't hear that. You don't feel that click. If that makes sense. It's not. You can't really. You try to land in the same position as your body. You move your arms, but you don't really move anything.
Okay.
Hilda and Alfonso, however, you have a sense of something very cold around you. The area, I mean, it is autumn, it is a chilly night, but suddenly it gets freezing.
Can we look up?
Can you heal him? Can you heal him? Heal her.
Yeah, I think I've got a spell that would like work for that. Can I cast? Are we still in
Sure,
order,
sure.
or?
Cast the spell. What spell is it?
I just
Melcha,
have
can you heal me?
I just have heal.
Yeah, give that a roll. You feel a sharp pain run through you. Run through you, Melcha.
Mm-hmm. As this is happening, I'm attempting to use my own magic to try and pull my soul back into my body.
Yeah. You don't feel that you don't feel that connection. But as she touches the body, you feel that searing pain go through you. At that point, something clicks. Something changes. As you try to shield yourself from the pain, you instinctively command your body to move. The arms, though slightly, move slowly, very slowly, to kind of it raises its arms very slowly, but your arms aren't moving in conjunction with the arms. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Meanwhile,
Yes, I'm willing to both move, and it is moving, but not in conjunction with my own movements.
yes. Alfonso and Hilda.
I guess she's alive.
You see the hands move up.
Yeah.
Melcha, can you hear me? And I try to shake her and
Sorry?
I will shake Melcha and try to get a response out of her, because I saw her moving just a second ago.
As you touch Melcha, her body is cold, ice cold.
But something's not right here. She's cold, like she's dead, but she's moving. Can you heal her again?
I don't have any more healing, unfortunately. I could try and stabilize, I guess. I don't know if she's dead or...
Just do something. We can't. Oh no. These cursed goblins. Melcha, come to. Don't leave us.
Also, while this is happening, Melcha is still trying to force herself back into her body.
You don't think you can force yourself into the body, but you can command the body. It's almost as if you were commanding your undead skeleton, but more intimately.
Can I try casting Stabilize?
You can definitely try casting Stabilize. Nothing happens there.
Okay.
Well, seeing um the new relationship she has with her body, it's like this is not what I expected.
Do you say that?
Yes.
Cool. An airy voice whispers out from not the mouth of where the of where Melcher is, but more like her midsection.
Right?
Alfonso puts his ear to it's like, what? What'd you say?
I don't understand what's happening here. Can someone explain this to me? I'm a little bit confused.
You and me both.
Yeah,
Are you
make
there?
that 3.
She cannot die. I met her 2 days ago. She's very nice. She can't die. Please, someone help her. And Alfonso is at the edge of tears, and he's completely overwhelmed by this, and he cannot cope.
I think I can probably explain what might have happened.
The voice continues to echo from Melcher's midsection.
Metra, is this really you?
Yes.
I'm so glad you're alive, and I this cold body.
Actually, I'm not.
Why? And his little fox person is starting to cry like a baby and just sobbing.
What I think happened is Hilda trying to help me and myself, and me trying to help myself using incompatible 2 different types of magic that aren't compatible. Either method could have worked, but working together, it didn't.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Out of character, perfectly fine. This is planned.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Hilda's still very deeply
Yeah.
apologetic for it.
Well, it is what it is. We can try to resolve this later. There's a bigger priority of what's happening with the goblins.
Okay. Okay. Can you just Alfonso is just poking you and at the shoulder. Can you feel that?
Oddly enough, yes.
And that?
Yes.
And he's so confused. He's going to try at least 3 other spaces, and he's coming to the sense what he's doing. I'm sorry. I don't want to touch you inappropriate. Sorry. It's just so confusing right now.
No, I understand your curiosity.
You kind of raise your hand out of the body, and as you do so, your form takes an almost what color was it? It was kind of like a silvery glow, wasn't it?
Well, mostly transparent.
Yeah, very transparent. Yeah, but there's like this sheen that you can see. And on that note, we'll finish tonight's session, shall we?
Okay.
That was a great night. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. Let's do a round table, shall we? we're going to start off in the opposite order of how we typically introduce. So we're going to start off with Kajabi, who continues to play Melcher. How'd you go for tonight?
Oh, went well.
Good. I was gunning for you whole session, and I had to use a plot twist card.
I was thinking that you could have been gunning for me even harder.
No, surprisingly not.
Then again, a lot of your attack rolls against me just completely whiffed.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. So those who are watching, we had so Kajabi can't make every game, right? I think it was going to be like 1 out of 4 or 1 out of 3 or something like that.
Something like that.
So we were going to have Kajabi play as a ghost, and show up and show down, when he can eventually play. So we thought that'd be a great way for him to be in and out of the campaign. So yes, don't feel bad. It is natural. We talked about it beforehand. But no, how did you enjoy the game? Any favorite parts?
I love the interaction between Alfonso and Hilda at the festival. It was fantastic. Love that.
I agree. That was also one of my favorite parts. That was really, really cool. Next, we're gonna go to Tass, who plays Alfonso. How'd you go for tonight?
Yeah, I had a fantastic blast. It was a blast. Thank you very much.
Did you have any favorite moments?
I really liked how I really like this when new parties coming together and you have to. Sometimes some moments are quite forced because you have to mangle some strangers together. But some stories click very nice, and so it was with Hilda. She was. I was hired for the temple. She came out of the temple, and so okay, yes, you can. It felt natural to talk to her.
Yeah, I agree. I think that relationship had a great start, and I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes from here. Yeah,
I think I and Hilda might have some nice connections in the future.
Yeah,
and I really loved this moment where his new friend died in front of him, and he was, what's happening?
Yeah, we're starting the campaign off strong, aren't we?
Yeah.
Flame, Sandpiper.
I'm also not counting this as you successfully killing my character because it's a scripted one. So still saying that you haven't actually killed one of my characters yet.
No, that is definitely true. That's absolutely true. Not yet.
Not yet.
I'm sure there are plenty of places for me to banish that character too, though. Anyway, Sandpiper, Flame, how'd you go for tonight?
Very good. I enjoyed it.
Yep. Did you have any favorite moments?
Well, I enjoyed the whole festival scene.
Yep.
You definitely pulled a number on Flame in terms of how many times you actually hit and did damage.
Well, yeah, I mean, Flame was pretty much the only person that I could hit. But did you have a favorite moment?
Well, I enjoyed the interactions.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's good. I'm glad. Next, going right along, we have Russ. Hilda,
Hey,
how'd you go for tonight?
I really enjoyed it. This is my first time ever playing Pathfinder and playing Pathfinder in Foundry. So there are a few little bits that I need to learn for next time, but it was really fun. I'm enjoying it. I really liked the roleplay with Alfonso at the start. That was awesome. And I thought that the goblin with the crab was hilarious.
Yeah.
And possibly one of my favorite bits.
I'm glad you had a lot of fun. Yeah, I love goblins so much. All right, now time for me to do my spiel. Hi everyone, I'm All Things Fantasy. You can find me on here on Twitch. You can find me in a bunch of different places. Next time I'm live will probably be tomorrow night or the day after as we continue our Shadow of Mordor game. if you like what I do, head on over to the Discord. You can join some of our games. Every now and again, I might run a Pathfinder game for my lovely audience. So if you're in the Discord, I'd probably go, hey, can someone please join me and play a game? And then your job is to go, maybe. So head on over to the Discord if you want to play some games with me. I have Twitter. Sorry, I need to change that to X. Don't actively use it as much, so I'm debating whether or not to keep it. This video will go up on YouTube, so you can head over to YouTube. We also have a Patreon where you can find a bunch of cool maps. Make sure you head over to the Realm of Rust channel. Make sure you give her a follow because she is infinitely better at map making than I am. Make sure you head on over to Laura Bones' channel. Sorry, let me get some things in the chat. SO Realm of Rust. That should work, right? No, never mind. Let me try this again.
Thank you.
Not a problem. There we go. Realm of Rust. Make sure you head on over to the Laura Bones channel because Laura Bones is an amazing world builder. Laura Bones, and we're good friends with her as well. We spend a lot of time with Laura. Diddle's a Gamer is also a thing, though I haven't been on his channel for a little bit due to uni, but don't worry, I think I have like 5-6 weeks before I can jump onto that channel as well. I think that's everything. Is that everything, my friends? Yeah,
So,
I think that's everything. Wonderful. We're gonna go head on over
A lot
to...
of thanks to Jasmine for behind the scenes.
Yes, and a huge thank you to our mods behind the scenes with Jasmine running the really difficult stuff. I'm gonna say.
We're just fooling around, and she has to keep track of all our shenanigans.
Exactly. All right, so we're gonna head on over to Evildoer. They are currently running a Waterdeep Dragon Heist. So yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun. I'd like to give a massive thank you to everyone who's just kind of hung out with us. You're all incredible. You're all amazing. Tasriel, it's great that you're doing the resubs and the gifts and the bits and all that sort of stuff. Schoolie, I hope you have a great night. Thank you for hanging out. It's always good to see you. To everyone in chat, to all my players, thank you for having fun and joining with the game. I hope you have a great time. Well, from everyone here at All Things Fantasy, from me to you, have fun, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Birds. All the birds.
oh, I now have better mates. Thank you for that gifted sub.
Yeah, you're welcome. Nice. Was a
All
great
right.
first session.
Very
Was.
well.
And
But
Oh,
yeah,
tells up.
when I